Hi, I'm Jeff. This is my first time seeing this film. Pretty interesting. It's incredible. You can see all the different angles. They look at the female uh, introduction into the scene, all the different Hamilton. I'm from Hamilton actually, so that was really interesting seeing how Teenage Head came. I'll be honest, I didn't really know anything about punk before the film, so definitely an eye-opener for me.
So you're enjoying yourself.
Absolutely. The Cineform, I actually heard about it in an interview with Mike Myers, and he was talking about how he used to come here when he was 12 with his older brother. So that was really interesting. Well, obviously I saw the advertisements and stuff, but...
We went to the one down on Mercer Street.
Oh, okay. You moved?
Well, that's where the first one was.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is a pretty interesting, to say the least, kind of place.
Uh-huh.
Definitely be back. It's a nice, pretty cool place to hang out. Lots of room.
I want to come back and see Metropolis.
What's Metropolis?
It's a German science fiction film made in 1926, and I scored it. With,
Oh, really?
It's a blend, all sorts of things, classical, modern, industrial, sometimes all at once.
Sweet.
So in the city we don't hear one sound, we hear layers of sound constantly.
So you don't have the dialogue or anything, it's just the
silent
score.
film. It's made as a silent
Oh,
film.
that's beautiful.
Yeah, but I keyed it. It's an expressionist film. Expressionism was a movement in the arts that exploited the artist's subjective emotional reaction to events. So I designed the score as an emotional score.
So do you use expressionist music? Like,
Well, no, I'm using music expressionistically.
okay.
In the book, it starts off with the main character, Freder, playing a fugue on an organ. So I used the toccata and fugue in D minor to start the film. I tried other fugues, because there are other fugues, but that's the one. And then as soon as it gets going, then I bring in industrial on top of that. So you're hearing both at the same time.
What's the industrial for?
You'll find out when you see
Okay.
it. Yeah. It's designed like a roller coaster ride.
Yeah.
So what are you doing with yourselves?
I'm doing like a co-op thing right now. So I was in school for a few years, now I'm just working. So I'm just trying to explore the city while I have the chance and not much to do.
Are you living in Toronto now?
Yeah. Just right down by OCAD actually.
Oh, well, good. You're close at hand.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
When's Metropolis playing?
Thursdays at 7.
Okay.
Wednesday and Thursday at 7.
Wednesday, Thursday.
Starting next week.
Okay.
It's on this Thursday, and this week it's on
Okay.
Wednesday and Thursday.
Cool.
Cheers.
So you know the person who made this film? Or?
Yeah, we're old friends.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because I actually looked it up on like on the internet and everything, and it had really good reviews. That's why it kind of dragged me down. Because I've been meaning to get down here for a couple months now, and this just got me.
Sean's coming up here and say a few words for the camera so I can share you with Colin. I want to say a few words here. Introduce yourself. This is for my promotion on my site, and it's for Colin to see. Tell people who you are and what you do.
I'm John Porter. I'm a filmmaker and photographer.
You're the genius behind Pleasure Dome, aren't you?
Sorry?
You're the genius behind Pleasure Dome, aren't you?
No. I was involved. I have been involved
Mm-hmm.
in some way or another, occasionally there. I was more involved with the Funnel back in the days of the punk scene. The Funnel was sort of a punk aesthetic film place. It started in '77 in the crash and burn space when it folded in the summer of '77. The Funnel went in there. It was it was a SEAC project. The Funnel was. So yeah, I was heavily involved there, and that's sort of how I actually And I shot a Super 8. I'm a Super 8 filmmaker. I shot a Super 8 film at the crash and burn in the summer of '77 of the dishes. I see the same footage somebody else shot of that gig, the Fashion Burn gig where they played.
How you like the movie? How you like the movie?
It's fantastic. It's great. It moves quickly, and it's entertaining and interesting, and a lot of stuff I didn't know, so it's great for that. And I'm seeing some old faces that I remember, and people I knew and haven't seen in years. Yeah,
It's fun
it's great.
looking at people that you knew
Look
and
forward to the second half.
seeing them when back you and I were all kids and crazy. Hopefully we're still crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I remember seeing the original last Pogo that Colin made.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been looking forward to seeing this one.
Yeah. Well, both good films.
Hmm?
Both are good films, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Another hour to go on this one.
And yeah, there was a whole post. I guess I was more familiar with the early punk scene, but there's some later stuff there in the movie. I don't venues. The Shock Theater. That sounds really interesting. I didn't don't remember knowing about that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, when I come away from this, I'm gonna do some more investigation and research a bit more of the background details behind the history that's in this movie.
Yeah, he's done a good job.